mic is okay. She off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This man not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Aha. Now you not done here, all these bad politicians, them we call themselves politicians. When they thief our money, we no want to make the common man get waiting supposed get for this country. Una never hear something. Now go hear one, Maiyegun, you go show na paper. Maiyegun àwa mọ̀, àmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí.
Good evening to you.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Good afternoon to you. And good morning to you from wherever you are watching from. Yes, this is Maiyegun Live.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary, bó bá ṣe àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun diary,
share the broadcast.
Wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun diary Politico. Maiyegun diary, Godfatherism, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun diary.
Thank you very much.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ ṣe o, kẹ́gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun diary. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary.
The lovely part. Tan.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
And yes, we like you. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have read the caption of the broadcast, as usual, you can also make your own contribution accordingly. Yes, we want to talk Politico tonight. Nigeria INEC, Independent National Electoral Commission. That's the Nigeria INEC. The electoral umpire have swung into action. And now, all of you who are already gearing up, choosing your own poison, at the same time, championing your own ancestors for your 2023. Well, the die is cast. And I want to use this medium to enlighten my friends as usual. This is Maiyegun and Maiyegun's diary, Politico. So, the topmost of our conversation today is going to be those who have been moving around that we considered as your ancestors. First, with Tinubu. Second, with Atiku. Long story, but I'm going to bring them so close enough to arrive at our own conclusion today, tonight. So thank you very much, and let me know if the audio is still perfect. I don't want to get into this and discover that I have been talking to myself. Can you hear me loud and clear? Yeah. And yes,
Maiyegun ti dé.
And yes,
Maiyegun ti dé.
Thank you. Loud and clear. Thank you. Now, this is how we're going to start. Okay? This is how we're going to start. INEC's position, and then what to expect in the next 8 weeks. Some of you are looking forward to 2023. The war is here already, and you're about to witness it in a never seen before way. The desperation of those criminals who are angling to take over from the failed APC, led by, Bokwari and fake Pastor Ruga. They are angling. They are going to tell you a lot. They're going to promise you a lot. And they are going to be the usual faces. Trust me. But we'll start with Tinubu. The reason why we have to start with him is that as we speak today, the front runner for APC, Egbekegbe's presidential ticket, is still pretty much Tinubu. He seems to be the only one who is bold enough to go all around and pretty much like, a waiting person who is waiting to be crowned. Therefore, Tinubu was in Isale Eko the other day. Let's forget about the wet patch and all of that now. Okay, let's move on. But it was in Isale Eko to speak to the people of Ife, Osun, and the rest of them about why he wants to be president. So today, was it today or yesterday? Today, Atiku was in Abeokuta to see his own former boss to tell him, I want to be president in 2023. There are so many things that goes into this your 2023 to start with, but you see the reason why people like us don't believe in it, is because it is it is an election rigged even before it gets started. But let's start with INEC. They have released, after Bokwari signed the the electoral bill into law. So today, the 26th of February starts, made INEC to announce the election timetable, which means by June, all of you are going to know who is APC, Egbekegbe's presidential candidate, who is PDP, People Destroy People's presidential candidate. A lot is going to happen. And today marks the beginning of that. So let's start. Some of you may be like, what is our business with that? You should know. You know what we tell people all the time is that they are the architect of their own misfortune. Politicians who rob them, steal from them, manipulate them, and even turn around to kill them. They do this every now and then because they have enablers who are the victims, Nigerians. They are the enablers. So the same politicians, meanwhile, whether you support them, whether you don't support them, yeah, the moment they gain that power, you and every one of us is going to be a victim of their decisions and otherwise. You see that of Bokwari, and you see how many people they have killed so far, simply because they want to suppress every decent view in that country. You know what I'm talking about? So they have never gained power without the enablers, those who have chosen their own thieves differently. And we that are so sure, cocksure that these guys are rogues, nothing starts with them, ends well, just like it has been before, so it is now, so it will be forever and ever until you say no to them again. You know what I mean? Until you hurt the cycle. If you are not willing to hurt the cycle, it will keep on going on and on and on, whether now for 4 years you want to do more, whether it is military you want to do, whatever it is, yeah, it will bring the same result. At the same time, we are not spared. That is why you also need to know why some of us can continually ask that except a better system that is agreed to by everyone is put in place, everything they do right now in the name of Nigeria and the rest of them is a charade, just like this your 2023 charade, right? So INEC released the timetable. We'll start with that. And I think it's this one. So, no, hang on. I probably mixed them up. Okay. Now, this is the part. Let me take something off there. This is the partly the time, the statements. I'm going to try and read some of them out, like I'm just going to jump through them, right? So it simply means that from today, based on the newly signed Electoral Act and blah, 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 which ordinarily I should have started from there, breaking that down, but it will take a lot of time tonight. So I'm going to go with the INEC timetable first, right? So to them, they've announced today that notice of election for your 2023, okay? The collection of forms by your candidates, aspirants. So your political parties will go and collect the INEC forms for you to declare interest in whatever position you want to run for. And then the third one, the party primaries are expected to be conducted on the 4th of April. Now that is the beginning. You know that APC have been running away from conducting their convention to choose their own party executive so that they can begin to know the party delegate that will eventually participate in the party primaries. But schemed, lies, fraud, and manipulation, other things that they are going to end up doing in the general election, they are already doing it with themselves. So now it is no longer a long time again. Tinubu and gang are going to participate in the party primaries, their party primaries, and Atiku and mate. Everybody will have to start their own party primaries from the 4th of April, which is just about 5 weeks away. So is here. Now the next one is going to be, I think, the 4th one. Oh, hang on. I've mixed them up. So then I think you have this, which is, where's that? Right. So by the, okay, where is that again? 1 moment. Let's use this. This is more detailed, right? So according to them, yeah, party primaries will start on the 4th of April, yeah, and then what do you call it? End of party primary by the 3rd of June, which means if they are still fighting who is the candidate, who is not the candidate, yeah. So eventually by the 3rd of June, they start counting the weeks, or maybe in a month you want the count, yeah. From March, we will get closer to knowing who and who will slug it out among themselves, among others too, right? Then they said they have to submit their nomination forms between that June and then July. Then the date for your election is going to be the 25th of February 2023 for presidential, and then 11th of March 2023 for your governorship, wherever, if that ever holds, right? Now let's go back to the actors, because now here the story starts. So I'm going to go to Oshun first so that we can see the drama I wanted to go to Abeokuta first, but I think Oshun, where Tinubu was, in Ile-Ife, to tell them he is running to be president as usual.
ẹ̀yin lẹ́dẹ̀ máa ń sọ pé àpèmọ́ra ẹni là ń pè dèmídìrí wọ́n gbé ilẹ̀ ń sìn ọmọ àti ó gbé ilẹ̀ ẹ má gbélẹ̀ o ẹgbẹ́ wa ni o. Ọdún ọdẹ ń dájú. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fún àwọn bàbá wa ní ọmọ tó yẹ mọ́ torí ooru bíi látàárọ̀ náà ti wà níbí. Èmi sọ pé kàn má gbélẹ̀ wọ́n gbé mi lẹ́bi lọ́wọ́ ni. Mi wá lè dá jágbà. Ọ̀dọ̀ yín náà fúrú ẹ̀yin bàbá wa tẹ́ bá kọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ dúró pé ẹ̀dúró náà o má gbé kọjá ní olùgbàlà. Aṣíwájú ti sáájú yóò. Tábà tí ní máa pè kọjá ní olùgbàlà ká má forin àkọ́rẹ́ kọ ká tètè múra sí rìn ká béèrè. Tí ọ̀rìn ìrìṣà bá sọ̀rọ̀ káwọn kan sọ̀rọ̀ láwùjọ sọ̀rọ̀ tó wá sọ̀rọ̀ àkáríkò sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀wọ̀n kan náà tẹ́ fún nǹkan sí i. Ẹ̀yin náà lẹ kọ́ wa pé àìfẹ̀sọ̀ kékò sí ni ò ṣe é jó sí kára fẹ̀sọ̀ sí ká béèrè. Presidency yìí lọ́wọ́ wa wọ́n á gbọ́dọ̀ gbé kọjá wa wọ́n gbélé wa lọ́wọ́ èmi ní dẹ̀fẹ́ gbà. Ìgbà yìí ló kàn àgbààgbà Ọlọ́run tó fi sí ipò àgbà kò ní jà yín bọ́ kò ní fi bu yín. Ìdè wa bèrè jù ẹ lọ tó fẹ́ ṣe President of Federal Republic of Nigeria. Kẹ ṣàánú mi. Kẹ fún mi ládùúrà kẹ fàṣẹ sí kí n máa lọ kó ti ṣe é ṣe ìdílé mi lọ́wọ́ kábíyèsí ojú òní kí ni o ojú òní kí ni o ẹ̀mí yẹn fún ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́ tó wà bí ẹ̀yin náà dàgbà ayé yín kalẹ̀ o.
No manifesto, no conversation about the situation of the country, no conversation around what is even happening in Isale Eko, where Ooni of Ife has been battling with internal security in Ife to the point that they had to declare curfew at some points. No conversation about the economy, nothing. They are about, thank you very much. They are about to bring it. Thank you. That's what he's saying in Yoruba there. Said they are about to, Buhari is about to leave the power, and he's about to drop it. And I don't want him to drop it. I want him to give it to me. I want him, you know what I mean? That's the conversation. And that is Nigeria politics in a nutshell. Okay? So people make up things for them. If Tinubu get there, when Tinubu came to Isale Eko, immediately I saw him, I knew that Tinubu is the president. You know what I mean? That is because what they have made so many of those people to be. Unfortunately, they will always be flocking around them because all those flocking, they are not free. Yeah? There's no conversation about them. And even if you are watching this video right now, probably if you're watching on Facebook and all that, you will realize that even those who are going to tell you that Tinubu has a plan for them, they are those who are making up those things. Just because since Bokwari has failed them, they can say Tinubu will deliver it to them. Young people, you will say. But that's not all. Sorry if it's kind of annoying for some of you. It is booked to be part of this broadcast tonight. So please, listen to this part.
Capacity. Yes. Tolerance. Yes. Endurance. Yes. Perseverance. Yes. Consistency. Ability to see good things and identify with it. Leadership quality that must be with you. It's not just a gift. It's endowed. I'm begging you, I'm begging you to tolerate and make peace part of your master plan. You be there. And left handed for you, I've been a youth. Yes. And I'm a youth. Youth leader. And ìjọba Adébẹ̀lì. Ẹ máa di president. Ẹ máa di president. Ẹ máa di governor. But you have to work for it. You have to demonstrate the quality, character, and intelligence to govern people, manage people. Nigeria will have a great resource base. Human, material, and but to harness it, to become valuable and move from prosperity, serious happiness, and answer. We have to play the politics of tolerance. We have to play politics of tolerance. It's not about religion. not about faith. It's just yours, personally. I am married to a Christian, a pastor. Bible on one side, and my Quran on the other side of the table. When we wake up in the morning, we never see any of the two groups fighting. They don't fight. We use them for prayer for ourselves, for the glory of our nation, for the prosperity. No one of you had a say in who becomes your mother. Only God Almighty determines that. No one of you.
I know it can be so boring. Yes, that is the man with, you know, when they throw around those big words: consistency, competency, sagacity, this and that. Hey, sagacity. Hey, competency. Hey, capacity. Hey, ability. Hey, when they throw those words around, yeah, they use them just to mesmerize their audience. It is of no substance. That's the man who wants to be president of Nigeria in this chaotic time. And just like Bukwari, nobody really cares what he has to offer, except the money he has to give. And so many believe that he has it in abundantly. So Ooni of Ife too, probably after talking to him, he suddenly believed that, wow, you are the greatest for this job. It is all about they've told Tinubu that once you get to the palace, all those palace, once you get to the place, you must make sure that you are repeating it. Mo fẹ́ jẹ president. Mo fẹ́ jẹ president. Tí wọ́n bá ti gbé ọ̀rọ̀ president yìí lọ síwájú gbé lọ sẹ́yìn. Èmi ni kò gbé fún. Ẹ̀yin àgbààgbà mo béèrè lọ́wọ́ yẹn gbé fún mi. Èmi ni kẹ́ gbé fún. Do you understand? No, if you're asking, there is nowhere they're having a chat around what is going on. So that whenever they finally want to start their fraudulent campaign, then you start seeing different drama, promises, and all those mesmerization, because it's a color. Mesmerism. Whatever. But no conversation. Because they have told them that if you go into those palaces, they are Ileshem, Baye, Yorubas, traditional, powerful, yeah, well, you know what I mean? Deities and all of them. Once you get in there, just say, Moveje president. I want to be president. Tell us why you want to be president. It is my turn. I want to be that president. Remember God. God and my Bible and my Quran, my Bible on my right hand, my Quran on my left hand. I am married to a pastor. I have capacity. I have ability. I have sagacity. I have blah, 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 blah. That's it. Oh, yeah. That's it. You know, job done. Let's go to the next one. Now the situation be that too. And now those are the people who are going to decide what's going to happen eventually, unfortunately. So nobody say we don't know, say they have weaponized poverty that much. And we are not deluding ourselves when we say there is no hope. But you can continue to repeat what you are repeating. As for young people, they are the ones sharing them up. Of course. They are the foot soldiers, they are the mobilizers, they are the everything for them. They don't have to do much. Just come around and tell them about God. God Almighty. Once you see all those things in the gathering of where people are like, hey, Ashe, automatically, half of, if not like 80% of those who are in that room, they believe that whatever was said in that room, inside the Nis Palace, is going to come to pass. So what do you have to tell them afterward? To them, it's that you want to fight the gods. People living in darkness are talking about fighting gods. That's a story for another day. And then as for those who are complaining, if people call Tinubu Kolu or whatever it is, yeah, Tinubu himself said, I don't care. Call me any name, abuse me, blackmail me. It will not stop me from becoming president.
No intimidation, no blackmail, no money. Because of my insult. That will get me angry to the extent that I will say no more, I don't want it. So it's not bothered though, except for the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the social media bandits and Facebook adsmen. They come here and they run mad all the time. My friend, why? Tinubu said it's not going to stop him. The people will go stop him. They are inside his own party. We'll get to that part. So Atiku was in Abeokuta. And before I even get to that, there is an endorsement that I got on camera apart from that of Ooni. This one, they said this man is Atauja of Oshogbo. Am I right? So that was Atauja of Oshogbo. They said Atauja. You know, for those who didn't understand Yoruba, right? That king was saying that Tinubu is healthier than Bokwari. That everybody should pity Tinubu because Tinubu is more healthy, or let me say healthier than Bokwari.
that nobody should use health as an issue or whatsoever in his own way. So it'd be like saying one break table. So it didn't go down well with much that that's when you will know that the moment Bokwari no get any power, anything anymore. You see all these pretenders who are pretending to love one Nigeria now, you will see their true colors. Everything, all of them have been hiding and then keeping to themselves because of Bokwari and the rest. The moment they are no longer close to anywhere near power, you will hear most of them now talking out loudly. Or, it's just so unfortunate. Many of them are hypocrites, including all those kings as well. Hypocrites who can't really say the truth. Even if you tell them that they have immunity, they can't. So they said that Tinubu is healthier than Bokwari. So a new Kolu. And it is your choice, before I go to Atiku.
Nígbà tá à ń gbàdúrà ká bọ́ lọ́wọ́ òkú ayé kan tá a sì ń wò pa ń bọ́ ń bẹ̀ lọ wẹ́rẹ́wẹ́ ìwọ ọlọ́run kí lè ṣe wa lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà gan tó tún wá gbé kọ́ọ̀lù mìíràn bọ̀ kọ́ọ̀lù burúkú lélẹ̀ abẹ́ ìbí ṣe à ń wò bí kọ́ọ̀lù.
Afisuru. Now, let me tell you something. It is, the reason why we said there is no hope for Nigeria under this current arrangement is, the reason is like into two ways, I would say. The first one is that the current system, whether it's APC that is in charge or PDP that is in charge, it is the same side of bad coin. So if you run from PDP, you run to APC, you run from Frank Pan to fire. If you run from APC back to PDP, it is just like from fire into the furnace. And that's how it is. It will always get worse and worse because it is the system that allowed them. Okay? So when you look at the young people who are campaigning, that they will never have to allow any old men to control them anymore. In fact, they will do everything using their own different platforms to mobilize young people, at least for the first time, to make a big impression in your electoral process. Some of them said they were going to try and mobilize some of them to run for offices, not just president, okay? Not just president of the country. That's what they were telling us 2 years ago. Unfortunately, the people who told us then that they are not too young to run, today, they are now those who are telling themselves that, you know what I mean? The old men are not too old to run as well. So now they prefer to be consultant to their own ancestors. That is why you can ask them. They have, I told you, if you see anybody saying, there is no way out of what is going on in Nigeria. Everybody needs to go and support PDP. So in another 4 years, the same people will tell you, you know what? In fact, everybody should go and support APC. Then another 4 years, when those ones messed up again, they will say, you know what? The best way to fix this problem is everybody should go and support PDP. When you are tired, you go run mad. And guess what? They won't be able to hold you. But me, I am telling you now, they are the bird of the same feather, 2 wings of the same bird. And here is why. Those who told you that young people should be in charge, those who were championing and writing everything, they became international speakers on this youth. What would they do to us in NSAS? We're not going to accept it anymore. Blah, 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 blah. The same people who said that 2 years ago, my brothers and sisters, they are now the people who are saying young person cannot win election in Nigeria. Don't let us deceive ourselves. Oh, hey. Really? Because Atiku is coming too. Egbere Jolantan is coming too. They will become consultant to them. Here is Atiku in Abeokuta. He is going to be your next PDP candidate, won't he? Tell me no.
Senator Samuel from Edo State.
Baba.
A courtesy visit to my boss.
When are you declaring, sir? The world is waiting for your declaration. When are you declaring, sir?
We will let you know now. We will give a formal announcement.
Are you confident that you are going to get a ticket for your party?
Have I ever failed to get the ticket?
Yes. No, this time around, I want to know. Maybe you are so confident.
I'm confident. I'm confident.
Now, they are talking about age. That the elderly people should allow youth to take over. What do you think to that?
Let the youth compete now. It's competition. It's democracy.
Thank you very much.
Because he's 100% sure that which youth are you talking about? Are those youth who are always shouting and talking English grammar? My friend, please, we are talking about position of president. We're not talking about political jobbers pretending to be activists here and there. They are the boys who are going to work for us. Are you talking about the youth that are going to work for us? That they should come and contest? Well, they should come and contest. Now they are free. It's a democracy. That is the truth. So the next couple of days, in the next few days, weeks, and all this, you will begin to see so many of your activist brothers and sisters who told you that if Nigeria is to move forward, Nigeria must move away from PDP, APC. They said that 2 years ago. They are already changing it. It is the same pattern. For those who have always wanted to tell themselves the truth, it has always been the same pattern. You'll be cajoled into it. And now, some of you who probably are still feeling resistance, they are bringing it closer to you now. It starts from now, going forward. I mean, nobody said the same youth, collect money, buy a Atiku ticket. I mean, they are nobody sold them package jam in 2019. If you have forgotten, I haven't.
Presented it to him at his presidential campaign office. The former vice president also solicited the company of the youth to be at the Wadata Plaza on the day he will submit the nomination form so as to prevail on the party to give him tickets.
I bet you by the time we overwhelm the PDP secretariat and bring Abuja to a standstill, the PDP will have no alternative than to give us the ticket. And on that day, let us overwhelm the PDP secretariat. Let us bring Abuja to a standstill.
Atiku is now the second presidential aspirant to cry after President Muhammadu Buhari in previous years.
The last man that cried to be your president, you know what happened. But let me tell you this free of charge. Okay? Let me tell you this free of charge. People are already divided and they are already mobilizing. Okay? And as we have it, Atiku is coming with a package of Biafra. I don't know if some of you have heard it too. Or I don't know, maybe it's political settings. Maybe they are the ones who are already packaging Biafra package to approach the IPOB, the Igbos, and everyone who is currently, on the edge with Nigeria. So you are going to hear Atiku talk more about Biafra in the next few days. So when you begin to hear them, don't be surprised, okay? You are also going to see so many others who have also been like disguising and the rest, yeah? You are going to eventually see them better. So young people who have been the victim of a rotten system are also the same who are pushing for their own ancestors to take charge. Why am I talking about it? It's because, number one, I am never going to be part of it to start with, right? Because it's so obvious that you can't fight the battle for those who own the battle if they are not interested, right? Now, this is the moment you are going to see so many unraveling. I know those who are already working behind the scene to do everything they could, they can legally, yeah, to fight this issue of election or no election, right? You are going to also see that. But the most interesting thing is that there will be no more disguise because, listen, the southern Nigeria, as we speak, they have been kind of being told by PDP to, if they want PDP to take over power in Nigeria, definitely, yeah, the the power should go back to the north, and that is why Atiku is there. Even though that is a little bit sketchy too, because those who are going to be the foot soldiers of PDP, especially from the south, Wike and Co., some of them are looking beyond Atiku. They are looking towards Tambua. They all feel like the power should go back. The power should remain in the north if they want to defeat APC candidates. Here is their own permutation according to them. APC, or let me say the northern Nigeria, who have seen the failure of APC and Bukwari for 8 years, right? They will rather stick to Atiku this time around than go for a Tifnumbu, a southerner, who is going to use that power for another 8 years. So that's why it's a bit complicated, but it's good. It's good when it is complicated, because the complication that most have been kind of trying to figure out or cut out before, yeah, they are going to become so open in the next 4 weeks. And you know why I am also very much interested is this. The power permutation and those power mongers, yeah, even among themselves, right, before they go down, and when they go down, fully down, all arms and all that, yeah, part of it may include the immediate arranged release of those they locked up because they resisted Fulani hegemony and the Bukwari's government state-sponsored terrorism in Yoruba land, in Biafra land, and in every land where people have been persecuted. Now, the political stuff will take that dimension. Suddenly, the uprising that they've told you is currently unacceptable, yeah, will suddenly pop up. Now, don't let me be your the prophet of doom, as they say, right? But as it is now, we have a very short time to now know where this is headed. Some of us know. Some are already saying that Tifnumbu is being played, especially when Tifnumbu himself is relying on what the North is going to give him. But mind you, Tifnumbu and gang, they rely more on the rigging capacity of APC. The real problem is that who is the Akaba going to back at the end of the day? According to them, like I said, Tifnumbu is their front runner, and don't be surprised if he becomes their candidate. However, there is also a kind of internal rumored permutation which include or involves Goodluck Egbere Jolantan. Now, if that remains a rumor, yeah, we'll find out in the next few days, because whether they like it or not, they have to conduct their primaries from the 4th of April. Yes, they have to. And those who are already working behind the scene in their own way, yeah, to help us at least cut this bloody ambition that will never give our people anything but the same thing, the same of the same. I'm talking about those who are already working to take legal action, not just against the against the election. It is actually against the constitution. I love that. You know why? A lot can hurt the election. A lot. Apart from other permutation from the side of Bukwari and gang, right? Yeah, a lot can hurt it. And what we are saying is this, right? We know that the elections and whatever in Nigeria is written, rigged, and whatever, yeah? Starting with the election buying, violent, electoral process and the rest of that, have actually sent, credible people away from their electoral process to start with. All of these abnormalities and whatever comes with their bogus election, they are found in their bogus constitution. That's why many people believe that, yes, those who want to run for office of Nigeria can do that whenever they want. That is their choice. Under the current arrangement, yeah, there are other choices that should also be considered, which is a system that cut out almost 80% of the indigenous people in the electoral process to start with. When you compare those they claim to be their registered voters, and when you consider who they claim to participate in their election, despite the inflation of their own electoral figures many times, as rigged as it is, right? Then you compare that in ratio to the general population of the country, then you realize that it is a scheme that all they are looking for is not really election, it is validation. And that's what they do every 4 years. And that is why they are more interested in who and how they rig themselves through their selection process. Now, a process that is clean, a constitution that is clean, can possibly say, okay, if you are not comfortable with the arrangements, why don't you also participate? The reason why you won't participate in a rigged system is that participating simply means you are validating the fraud. When you participate and you later complain that you are not agreeing with the outcome of the election, they will tell you to go to court. If you go to their court and they tell you that based on technicality, they can't really do anything, the person will have to complete his term, is a stolen term, then they will tell you to wait for the next election, right? So at the end of the day, what you did is not to participate in an election. What you did is to validate a selection process that all through and through is rigged. So how could they do that if there is no a rigged constitution that allowed that? Of course it is rigged. Everyone believes that it is rigged. To a point, people even believe that, listen, why do people study law in Nigeria to start with? Why are the people studying laws in Nigeria when indeed your laws, that Nigeria have law on almost everything or almost every crime, including the ones that are yet to happen in Nigeria? They have already made laws for them. But when it comes to implementing their own laws or following their own laws, then they choose and pick, cherry picking what they are going to obey. That's what brought Nigeria to what it is today, right? So people are now asking, why are people studying laws in Nigeria if it is not just for the sake of finding something to feed themselves and their families? When they give themselves title, SAN, this and that, yet they can see the trashy constitution of 1999 that they called We the People. That was where they derived the power to do all they are doing right now, okay? And it is so rigged enough, yeah, that those who are benefiting from it, yeah, they are so hostile to any kind of change, which indeed could bring real and true republics, so to say, where everyone in that part of that country, indigenous people and everyone, can come together and agree. This is what we want to have as a country. These are going to be our terms and conditions of being part of this country. When it comes to our court, this is the system we want. And when it comes to our police system, this is what we want. When it comes to our, everything put together by the people through a plebiscite, so to say, a referendum. How could you be a lawyer in Nigeria practicing for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, and you are not seeing through the charade? You're not seeing through the bogus 1999 constitution, which is the genesis of the whole thing. No, an illiterate probably wouldn't understand all of this, because a system that says somebody thank you very much. I'm not currently in a bunker. I'm currently here in the room, and I'm actually wearing an heavy cloth, and it is indeed very sweaty. Trust me, it is roasting, we call it. It is that book. Many people could participate. For example, if we are, as we disagree, me personally, I disagree with the entire system because I know the beginning and I know the end result. Yeah. So if I disagree and I have other people who disagree as well, I don't have to join a political party. Yeah. In a system that allows me or any other person to run independently, that can sweep through, the municipals and what do you call it, the communities, and then the local government and the rest of them, whereby people who have the idea of statehood for the Yoruba people, people who have the idea of statehood for the Biafran people, and everyone who have the idea, our group of people who have the idea of statehood, independence, and what have you, for different parts of that country, they can easily appeal to their people without intimidation, fear, or attack, or jail, or death. They can easily approach their people, seek their mandate, seek their consent, without passing through all of those political, jamboree and the rest, and they can indeed gain power that will indeed break up the chain of Armageddon, of the chain of slavery that is called Nigeria. That is possible if a system allows it, but they won't let that happen. You know why? Because if that should happen, it won't take time before Nigeria begin the disintegration of that place. I know somebody is reminding me about our donation link. You are right. Today is the 7th day of today actually marks the 1 week when we started our fundraiser. I'm going to give you updates today. And I can tell you that we have done well enough that we have now crossed the 50% of our fundraiser. Okay. So we have raised more than 25,000 pounds as we speak, which is presently over 19 million naira. But I'll give you an update and I'll share the details with you on the screen before I go. Okay. So if you tell us to come and be part of it or come and change, if we don't agree, we should come and, but we are now asking you, or we are telling you that those who attempted it, what happened to them? You criminalized them. You attacked them. You turned them to enemies, people who never really hurt you, who never did anything to you. Now, it is because the system allowed it. Do you understand? To dislodge these likes of Tinubu and gang. Yes, they have money. Yes, they have thugs. They have people who listen to them, right? To dislodge them, you first need to dislodge a fraudulent constitution that allows them to be in, that allows the, that allows them to have the Nigerian police, the Nigerian military, the Nigerian judicial system, and every other system that you could probably seek redress from, that allows them to have them in their pockets. Now, when they have them in their pockets, who do you run to? Nobody. You're on your own. Eventually, you would have to run away from them. Run away for your life. Now, it is a system that allowed that. And some of us know that, oh. We do. And that is why we said that if there is anything that will make people to be part of a system, part of a process that we decide, if we agree with them and we are not going to go with them, a system that will allow us not to become a victim or a target. We are not going to be hunted down by rogues. If a system says, if you go after anybody, and if you have a system that says, if one person dies because of their involvement in political participation, whoever killed them eventually will be arrested and they would stand there, they will be prosecuted for their crime. But in Nigeria, by the time you begin to trace the killers and you trace them to these blood money makers, these blood money mongers that you call leaders, then what do? You want to report to the police, where the police will tell you there's nothing we can do. And that rotten system, is deliberately put together that way to scare you away, to scare me away, and to scare everyone away, and then turn around to blame you for whatever thing they've done wrong, which is exactly what they do best. They do things wrong. So nobody say we no fit challenge them. Money for money, people for people, message for message, and the rest of that. We can actually run them out of town. We can take care of our own people. For example, right? I am somebody who actually believes that indeed, without political power, that is the reason why this whole thing is so hard. Do you know why this is so hard? It's because those who are agitating, those who are demanding for a better Yoruba land, for a better Biafra land, they have no political power. None whatsoever. Political power gives you a leverage beyond what you can imagine. And that is why they bury that line. They block the line in order never to allow those who have the real, who have the real love of your land, who have the real love of their people, to come together and dislodge the rogues, the opportunists who have been taking advantage of us. They block that road intentionally. You know why? It could have been easier for somebody like me to say, okay, if they have a balanced system, a balanced system is a system that allows me to register a political party that is a Yoruba political party. Do you know that? Yes. I can sell Yoruba agenda if I have a political party that is Yoruba political party. For example, Yoruba Nationalist Party. You get what I mean? Yoruba Independence Party. Yoruba, this and that. You can have names that is pretty much Yoruba and indigenous, and you can sell it very well. Yes. But they won't let that because they are fake book. They are fake 1999 Constitution says you must not register any political organization in Nigeria in your own ethnic name or nationality. Now that is telling you that you have to bury who you are and take up whatever Nigeria gives to you, which indeed is limited, is controlled. Yeah? Go and start a political party. They can send people to go and hijack it for you because it doesn't take much. If you start your party, all they need to do is to put one Abdullahi with one Uche and then one Adekunle. Once they put them together, they will say they are the owners of your party. They will say you sold out. They will accuse you of anything and they will take you to court. Guess who are going to be spending the money in court? Your traducers, because the system allowed that. So that's why people like us are not going to be part of that fraud. But we accept, we agree that we are always going to be the victims. We are also always going to be part and those who are going to be victims, when all of you who are going to be cajoled, all of you running around, flying about like headless chicken, looking for who to blame so that you can get what you want in 2023 and the rest of that, yeah? When you are done, we know that the cost of this to us, of not participating, is that when you finally bring in your rogues and criminals, when they are punishing you, they will be punishing those who never supported them too. There are millions of people who never really trusted APC, no Bokwari. But look at it today. Those who supported him, those who didn't, everyone is suffering it. Do you know that? We know. But I just told you why people like us won't be part of it, and that is why. In so many other ways, like I told people, I said, they have 2023. They are planning 2023. People are planning to stop the election legally. Others are saying that it's not going to hold and the rest of that. But indeed, people are going to do what they are going to do. And I said, if people can't have access to political power in order to in order to what? In order to push what they believe in. Because without political power, trust me, if you don't have political power, then you need what they call the firepower. And listen, even when you have the firepower, you also still need political power, which is called the political coverage and leverage. You need that. So if to say they allowed a Biafra nationalist party, for example, that Biafrans, IPOB, they can walk about, they can talk about the Biafra, and they can campaign about Biafra nation by electing people who believe in Biafra, sending them to the National Assembly of Nigeria, when nobody can hold them or chase them or harass them or even kill them. Imagine a world where Biafrans can actually try to talk to other Biafrans of the type of country they want to have and why everybody should embrace Biafra. And politicians, Biafran, IPOB, Biafran inclined politicians are indeed running for office, like we have them here in Scotland, where we have Scottish Nationalist Party, Scottish Nationalist Party, SNP. Imagine Biafra Nationalist Party, Oduduwa Nationalist Party, Yoruba Nationalist Party, Ijaw Nationalist Party. I'm talking about political parties that are not with members who are calling Nigeria, Nigeria, Nigeria. We are talking about political members of your party who are actually talking about what? Your country, Biafra, your nation, Yoruba nation, or whatever you want. Now imagine that, and this conglomeration of people, they now have the political power. You control the state governor, you control the state assembly, and there you are. You don't have any sabo within you who are actually going to start arresting or hunting you. Do you think? Any Nigeria military or whatsoever can drive into Biafra land today and start hunting down innocent people, when the people that politicians gave guns to, that they called unknown gunmen, those are the people they gave gun to in Imo State, by Hopeless Uzodinjo, who opened the gateway, the influx of terrorists into the eastern Nigeria like never before. They know those they gave their guns to, and they call them unknown gunmen. But when they want to pick up innocent people people. They go straight into the communities where civilians are living, right? They chase down those who are male and they pick them up. They kill those they will kill, and then they injure those they will injure, so that they can display them, as they say, they parade them as the criminals who are terrorizing the eastern Nigeria. After that, you hear nothing again, because what they actually do right there is that not just that they pick up the people, they pick up innocent people, they parade innocent people, which we have evidence, by the way. We have record of that. That is why those they claim to be picking up in eastern Nigeria, they couldn't take them to court. They couldn't present them, or what you call, to any court. They lock them up somewhere, because that's the intention. I pick them up, accuse them this. Why the real criminals that Oples Uzodijo, Okorocha and the rest of them that they gave guns to, they are still perpetuating their criminality all across Igbo land as we speak, yeah? They do. Now, here is another part. Here is another part. Something happened in Lagos earlier. What do you call it? Something happened in Lagos that I picked up earlier today. Let me see if I still have that on my screen before we continue. Now, that too. One second. Those are the young people killed when we were trying to bust a drug place in Lagos earlier today by the NDLEA.
Well, everybody smile, look at. Hey, you want to my bag you and then you don't go there.
Thank you. Now I'm going to come back to that too. So just imagine what I said now. If you could have people like that, but the system doesn't allow it. And since the system has been so rigged, so terribly rigged, yeah, people don't believe in the system anymore. Whatever they put up there, nobody believed in it. They said, listen, we want a referendum. Let's discuss if we still want to be part of this or not. So that's more reason why people like us are not interested, because it's a pure waste of time. It's not defined. There is no ideology behind the behind all their elections. No ideology, no nothing. It's just the same rabble-rousing, noise-making. We are going to do this, we are going to do that. Then they leave everything to God. And in 4 years' time, yeah, when things get worse again, they come back to the same circle. We are going to, you know what I mean? Yeah? It is because the rotten system, the constitution allowed that. So until people who claim to be lawyers, learned lawyers, until they can come together and say, what are we even studying law for in this country? Does it even make any sense for anybody to parade himself as a senior advocate of Nigeria? Over what? Over a worthless, trashy, fraudulent constitution that says we the people of Nigeria, and there was never a time that people of Nigeria voted on that constitution. Never a time. It was handed over to you. And that is why all of this charade can all be as it is. So we're all waiting for the drama, because we know it's going to be. And when that time finally happens, you see those who wants to blackmail you. Listen to me, and you should be very, very, very blunt as well too when you talk to them. Tinubu and gang, yeah, you are not the one who are going to stop him from becoming president of Nigeria, okay? And just because you are a Yoruba man and you are not in support of another bondage that people enjoy because they love their chains in Nigeria so much, yeah? So because you are a Yoruba man, you are not going to be dragged into it. You are not going to be blackmailed into it. And whatever they say, yeah, just know one thing, right? They are saying those out of their own deluded mind for what they believe that those who claim to be their leaders are going to do for them, which they will never do in a way. So you are not the one who is going to stop Tinubu, not you. The people who are going to stop Tinubu, or the people who are going to stop their Atiku, or whoever they want to stop among themselves, or if they eventually end up at the end of the day, and then it ended up in the hand of either of them, yeah, do not subscribe into any kind of blackmail from them. Because you see those unboot slaves and obedient fools, they are just they are also seeking miracle. That something should happen. They are seeking Messiah. They are seeking Savior. You are smarter than that. And if they are looking for a savior, it's never going to come from any of these characters, the characters you know, even before now. It's up to you. I just thought I should share that with you today. So NDLEA went to Isale Eko in Lagos. And when they got there, they were surprised that at party in Isale Eko, so they or Lagos Island, they say. So when they got there, they met. They went there for a raid, a drug raid. They said that's a den of drug dealers in Lagos. Okay, you remember the story of Abba Kyari, Abi? Possibly Abba Kyari, you know, Abba Kyari is in their detention as we speak. The Osh Poppy, Osh Taylor, Pablo Escobar Kyari. You remember him, yeah? He's still in jail with the NDLEA as we speak. Many of his boys are already giving vital information, according to them, on their operation. So I don't know. Maybe that part of the information they got from Abba Kyari is why they went to a party in Lagos today. But you know what they did? They met a resistance. They were surprised that the young people in that place where the den of the drug dealers, yeah, they had guns. And we are talking about guns, real guns, pure, you know. So, and they faced them. Gun duel started between them. And then, you know what happened? Innocent people. And also the area is said to be so populated. Yeah, very populated, more or less like a market and all that are surrounding the area. Yeah? So the NDLEA started shooting everywhere. If you get shot, you are on your own. So, and when that happened, about 5 people got killed today. They told us so. And I think the first one was, the first person killed was this guy. 1 moment. You may not be able to see his face, but this is these are the people who are rushing the. There's no hospital, there's no ambulance, there's no nothing. They had to put them in a truck. You know what I mean? So let's see. That's the first one. So they had to put them in a water truck, you know, water dispensary truck. I'll be waiting to the color. Merua. Shot, dead. Another one. Shot, dead. And then the real people who were dealing in drugs as they were apprehended. Sorry for the video call.
Well, everybody smile, look at. Hey, you want to my bag you and then you don't go there.
So that happened in Lagos today, and I bet it by tomorrow the business will continue in the area. Those are the confiscated drug, you know, weed and all of them that they said, and that's actually money. Somebody once told you that if Nigeria is not a wasteful country, right? Even if you are not going to, you know, legalize weed in Nigeria, marijuana, at least you can make so much money from it. Export it, grow it, export it, and make some money and stop being ignorant of what you probably have no clue about. Okay, but Nigeria will burn them, and then they will resell them possibly, like Abba Kyari did when they had a 25 kilogram cocaine seizure that Abba Kyari exchanged with 15 kilogram powder, fake powder, and you know the story, Sha. That's what it is in Nigeria. Before somebody starts shouting in the name of God, in the name of this and that, it's against our culture, it's against our sin. But your children are what? They are getting high. They are getting high on so many substances and not drugs because you think you are holy and you think that God will take care of that for you. Hopefully. Would. Okay, now I'm going to open my line because I thought, I told you yesterday that I was going, in fact I did say that today as well, that I was going to open the line tonight. But before I open my line for conversation tonight, I'm going to give you an update on our fundraiser, where we are, and then what we are doing. So I said that I'm going to keep a lot of what we are planning to do legally and otherwise. We're going to keep a lot of them, you know, under wrap before we make them public. We'll probably have, you know, executed them to some level, but there's nothing done that will, that you will be in the dark for. Okay. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to share my screen with you. Give me a sec. On the give, send, go, we have, let's see. Meanwhile, if you are still watching on Facebook or YouTube, you can still like that video before I start taking calls. So you can still like the video. And yeah. So 1 sec. Now, if you check your screen, let me see. I think it's this. Give me a sec. I'm trying to share my screen. Meanwhile, some of you already have it anyway, but it's kind of cool to share the screen and see where we have been. So on this platform, we have reached 44% of our fundraiser. So 44% of our fundraiser, which is great. And if you check that, that's 22,460 pounds. PayPal has also increased our withdrawal rate, or let me say the withdrawal amount. Remember, I told you that I was only allowed to withdraw 2,200. Now they've allowed us to withdraw more than that. Oh my God, it's asking for. No, it's gonna take me a lot to come on that WhatsApp, by the way. But I will try and figure that out once I come back for the phone call parts. Okay. But we currently have over 3,200 pounds on our PayPal so far, and that is in the bank. And yesterday I received the first tranche of your donation from this website. Okay, you see this website where we have raised 22,460. What's that? 60 pounds, right? So I have received 3,000. I've received 3,490 or so from them, the first tranche of our donation. So some of you who have made your donation for the past 1 week, right? The donation is not coming back to you anymore if you try to change your mind. I just thought I should tell you, okay? So as it is now, they are beginning to release the money. And as it is, I am beginning to warehouse that. And when I have all that in, I will share that detail with you before we eventually make any payment to anyone, okay? But there's something I want you to know as well, my friends, okay? People are interested in what we are doing, seriously. And there's so much meetings that are going on behind the scene. There are people who feel like what we are doing right now, we should stop. Are you with me? Because according to them, they are already working on it. That they are already, in fact, they made me realize that a lawyer has already kind of filed a case at the ECOWAS courts in Nigeria. So in their own opinion, they feel like it is going to be kind of brush or kind of duplicating and the rest of that. And like I told you, I may come out here to act like, this is what we're going to do, this is what we're going to do, and the rest of that. No, that's not how it works. I talked to a lot of people. And from talking to a lot of people, that's when I figured it out that a lot of people are interested in this. They are not seeing what we want to do as an intervention. They are seeing it as a confrontation. And if I have to shock many of you, the people who claim to be managing the legal review of Oloye Sunday Igboho, especially that from Benin Republic, including the ECOWAS case that somebody just filed on behalf of Oloye Sunday Igboho. Yeah? What do I want to add there? Give me a sec. Yes. So they see it as a kind of a confrontation, and they kind of believe that for the safety of Oloye Sunday Igboho, that Oloye is safe in prison. I know Some of you are going to be shocked. Maiyegun, who are those people? No. I'll tell you why I'm sharing this with you today. It is simply because to tell you that this donation and everything that we are doing, there are so many people who are trying to make us stop because they are not seeing it as intervention. They are seeing it as confrontation. And that every effort they are trying to pretend that they are putting a case up, they are putting a case up here, they are doing this and that. There is no intention of getting Igboho out of that detention, okay? What they are mostly relying upon is that an arrangement that will likely see Igboho released into a sort of a private custody, which they will probably oversee. Yeah? And according to them, it won't be prison, but it's going to be like house arrest and the rest. So, and I've told them, I said, whatever you are doing, right, if Igboho is comfortable with that, great. But I have a mandate. My mandate and the one job I have is not to, for any reason, take a directive from anyone on what we want to do. And at this point, we are not comfortable with Igboho staying safe in prison till after 2023. We are not comfortable with that. And it is not that we are 1,000,000% sure, guaranteed, that our effort is going to free Igboho in the next few months or whatever. Or maybe their effort won't free him, whatever it is. What we believe is this. What I personally believe is that when I spoke to Igboho, yes, of course, when you are in a place like that, there is 100% possibility that you are likely not going to know everyone who is fighting or standing for you. And whatever this number of people who have been doing their best, I've told you many times, we appreciate you, okay? But we are no longer waiting for whatever permutation, whatever arrangement you have in place. And if you love Igboho, if you love Sunday Igboho very well, that is why we want you. I'm saying this to you now because this is the way I can send a message. I heard you. And honestly speaking, I feel your concern, right? But at this point, what we want from you is your total cooperation. Cooperation in the sense that if this has been for Igboho, you will not have any problem working with the team that Igboho himself, this time around, will sanction. He himself will commission. And if Igboho says, as he's told me, is comfortable with this and every other thing we are doing behind the scene is ongoing, which I'm not going to really share most until they get to that point where we can indeed share, right? So if Igboho finally goes with that, yes, that will be our new journey in 2022. The best you can do for us is not to sabotage us. It's not to attack us. It is to support us. One of the things they told me was that they fear for my name. Not that they fear my name, they fear for my name if I don't listen to them or take their advice, because there are people who have done a lot. And these are not just anyhow people. And I'm like, I don't give a damn about them. Trust me. To hell with anyone who would rather throw around his weight or her weight. I don't have any business with any of them. I have one single business, and it is with Sunday Igboho. And at this point, that is the only assignment I have. Now, we can show you respect, which is all right. We are not trying to make ourselves superhuman and whatever. No. We just want to do it differently. And if you support us, you will show that. In the next couple of days, we would expect Oloye Sunday Igboho to take a position as well publicly on his legal team and the rest of them. And then if we sense, let me put it this way, if we sense that those we respect, that those we want to respect, so to say, when it comes to this issue, if we sense that they are trying to sabotage this, my name can't be ruined by anybody, not any of you, nobody. Now, you are going to do a lot to have something to do with Maiyegun's name. You will do a lot. And trust me, it will never happen. So if you begin to become a saboteur, if I begin to sense the hand of many, many of you, which I am still much respecting right now, and I've not mentioned any name, I've not mentioned any group, I've not mentioned anyone, but you see what I'm saying right now? It is not for those bloggers, so forget about bloggers. I don't even know most of them. I don't even know many of them. But I'm talking about those who claim to have been doing a lot on this issue of Igboho. I told you again, we are not trying to fight you. We are trying to fight those who believe that they can hold us. And we are ready to use and fight everything legally that is available to us to fight that. It is not a promise of El Dorado. It is a promise that we can track. Now we can track it in our own way. So if they try to sabotage this, if they begin to act funny, if they begin to move funny, my friends, I'm going to begin to name them on Maiyegun's Diary Politico. I will name them one by one. I will name them with those who are working with them. I will even bring their pictures if I have to. Because like I said, our own effort is intervention. It is not a confrontation. If you love Igboho, you are going to support us. If you oppose us, the way we will come for you, it will be a way that you've never seen before. Trust me when I said that, because I actually mean every word of it. I have been speaking to a lot of people, and I hate it when people talk to me in a way that is so condescending. What is condescending is when people tell me, you need to stop what you are doing. To hell with anyone. I don't care how old you are. I don't give a damn about who you are. Trust me, you don't want to know who I am. When you come to that part, I will bring you out. I will mention your name. I will mention your place. I'll tell you what I know. And I will tell people, if they are looking for the enemies within, you are one. Don't double cross us. Don't sabotage us. Whatever you want to do, reach out to us. Because that's what we want to do as well. Reach out to everybody who can help. And we are ready to work with anyone who is ready to help. I hope this is so clear, because we don't want to fight anybody. We just want to help. Make it easier for everyone. Don't drag Maiyegun into your whatever room, talk, whatever. You know, there are people who actually feel so big of themselves. When this issue of Yoruba and all that come up. I am not in any way doing this because of, I'm not doing this, or we didn't raise our money in the name of Yoruba nation. We raised this money in the name of Maiyegun's and friends, and the friends of Igboho, the friends of justice, people who support liberty, justice, free will. That is the name we raised this money on, and that's what we're going to use it for. And the only person that you are likely going to make changes or change his mind is probably going to be Igboho himself. And that will be the disappointing part. If Igboho should succumb to them, I don't know what pressure they are putting him through right now. But for once, he has never, ever, shiver or change. He is always thankful, appreciative, and grateful to all of us, especially on Maiyegun's Diary Politico, because we did something that we can now track, monitor, and mark, you grade. I won't say more than that. Let me try and open some line for everyone who probably want to call in. Again, I haven't mentioned names, and tell them they must never make us mention names. We haven't really unleashed what we have on Maiyegun's Diary Political on anyone before. On this one, we have sworn to do it. Please don't sabotage us. Don't try it, okay? Don't try it before you do. Let me go and mix my tea. I will be back and I'll start taking calls for the next half an hour before we round it up tonight. Don't go anywhere. Like the video before we continue.
today, sir.
I think I have my first caller. Hello, sir. Kò ní bàjẹ́.
Look, oh boy, you talk about so much that I don't even know where to start. I listened to this afternoon's broadcast. I'm still trying to respond to that. Now you are dropping 10 million other bombs. I'm like, come on, man, take it easy. But no, don't take it easy. Keep blowing. Keep blowing hot. Keep firing from every cylinder you can. My brother, listen. You know, I don't talk too much about this Yoruba and Biafra, this thing on any. This is the only program I've ever called into, really, in my life. I don't call into programs.
Fantastic.
I can watch you for 5 years and I will not call in. You see? But the truth is that I'm just in the same spirit that's in me, and I'm just loving it. I'm just blessing God for you.
Thank you.
Let me just quickly touch all of them one by one.
Please.
From this afternoon's one, God bless you.
Thank you.
You hit the nail at the head. Say, look at Ukraine. If you are waiting for some savior from the outside, you go wait tired.
Wait for a while.
Not because they cannot do anything, but because they don't want to do anything. They profit from our situation, from our circumstance. They are profiting. You know. So make a round out of you throw too many bombs. So this is unfair.
I was firing this afternoon. You know, they come. Sometimes I'll become restless. That's why I can turn on my camera in the middle of the day.
You see,
thank you very much.
I totally feel your fire. So make I will not take too much time. I just drop only one comment for that one. Say, okay, I pray that people have heard your savior is on your inside.
That's right.
You see, God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of sound mind.
Hallelujah.
We are not looking for violence. We are not fighting people, but we must set ourselves free because God gave us that power to do it. Okay. And next comment is on the politicians. Oh boy, you dangerous. You analyze deeply, and you analyze correctly. When it comes to all these politicians, where they are standing, what they are doing, it's true. We are not going to be able to hold people back. They will do what they want to do, but they will suffer. This fry pan, where then they so that he say it's hot, make them they wait till they see fire. I pray make it no reach so. I pray that there shouldn't be election.
No, just pray to make them survive. Make them survive. Maybe like others. You know, so many people who believe that Nigeria can't work again. So many people who believe that today. A year ago, 2 years ago, Baba. Some of them still believe that it will work. Just give it time. You know, it's not that bad. Today, they are no longer feeling that way. Some people are feeling that Nigeria is still going to work now. Give them a year. Give them 2. I mean, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Over 2 years. 2 years, they would have been there, though.
I mean, that's why I said if they survived.
Okay, again, I will still keep this in before I come to this, before I round up with this Igboho matter. I will keep this in. That, you know, it was 2 days ago, I was even talking, you know, about all this, the way they came, that we are civil people. We are civilized people. We that they call uncivilized today. We have lived with civility with our neighbors, with each other. We did not come and kill them. We did not come and take their wives. We did not bring Bible or Quran or anything and come and take their lives. We did not come and covet whatever our neighbors had. We just lived. You could even put your ware outside and write how much people should pay. And they will come, they will pay, and you will see your money, you will see your change, you will see everything and go your way. And people who call us uncivilized, they came, they raped us, killed us, and it is the same thing that they are passed on to their. You see, for me, I always call it an insult to call anybody your colonial master. We never had colonial masters. We only had armed robbers. And they just took their guns and everything. They took, all the people they called the explorers, they were mercenaries. They took the guns from those people and put it in the hands of the people who are calling themselves their political leaders today. In Africa. So let me end that there. And finally, our brother Igboho matter My brother, I love your spirit.
I mean, we are not afraid to fail, Baba. You know, one thing people don't understand is this. I am not going to sit down here. I'm not the lawyers, right? I'm not going to sit down here and say, yes, you go give us another 1 week. No, I'm not stupid, man. Right? But I am not afraid to fail because he who, what do you call it? He who fail, right, shows that he is trying. You get that now? So some people are like, you know, your name. I'm like, what do you want to say about my name? That what? Please don't give me that crap because I'm always up for it. You know that.
Father, we give you praise. Look, the Bible says that the righteous is as bold as a lion. If you know you are doing the right thing, you are bold. Where is your name going? People who don't have names, they are not afraid to lose their name. People who are just, I can tell. People who watch you for the first time, they can tell this guy is not doing this thing because he wants to protect the name. He's doing this thing because of what the Bible says, that oppression makes the righteous mad. So when a righteous person sees oppression going on, they are crazy. This is why
you can't always be yourself, and that's what many don't understand.
This is why Rodney is talking. This is why many people are calling in. This is why we are talking. Yes. My brother, this your platform. I believe you are using it for the right thing. God has given you a voice to speak to people, and you are doing for a change in all these, amongst all these our bloggers and whatever media. For a change, there's one person who is standing. I know that you are not going to change like some other people. I know that the people cannot bribe you. It's like you are expecting Nnamdi Kanu to be bribed. But where there are some people,
I mean, you know, I've not told anyone this before now, yeah. But just imagine it. If I choose not to work anymore, okay. If I choose not to work again, I have a platform that gives me over £4,000 in a month. I've not told anyone this before. Now I'm telling all of you. So as for you to know what you are to me. So if I have a platform that gives me over $4,000 a month, comfortably, by the way, yeah, then you can imagine why I can be so confident of if anything happens to me tomorrow, that's it. I've done my part. That's me. I'm gone. But don't tell me about it. Don't tell me to care about it when you actually don't really care about my future. Do you care about my future if you are telling me to be careful of what will happen to me tomorrow? Do you really care? Do you? And that's why I ask people like that. You get what I mean now? Don't bring that to me.
I hear you.
You know?
I hear you. My brother, hit this thing. Nobody. We all stand behind you. Everybody listening to Maiyegun, of course, apart from the ones that is sent to come and listen, you know, to carry information. Apart from them, the people who come here with their heart, we all stand behind you. We are not on that platform, but you are there, and we are behind you on that platform. So, my brother, as you fire on, I just tell you, be careful as you get inside UK. I love the way they present this thing. You are telling everybody clearly you are not in violence.
I know they fight anybody, except person won't fight me.
You. But apart from that, make somebody come and warn you, say, make you take a easy. We are doing intervention. We are doing serious. No. My brother, and move on. Close your eyes and crush anything we stand in front of you.
That's why I will report you. I am somebody. I am Maiyegun. I don't report you to any other person. I just report you to my brethren because I won't do it if they say don't. I won't. Now they all agree that Maiyegun do it. We trust you. Oh, come on, man. Don't talk to me like nobody should talk to me again as if to say I still need another person's permission to do what I want to do. I need advice. I need their support. I need everything that can come together, right? Not warning. That's what I told someone today. Don't warn me, please.
My
don't.
brother, now only few people, they use their brain. Now only few people, they use their brain for this world where we they live in now. Well, and you are one of them. Look, fire on.
Nothing to you, Baba. Make us take another one. God bless you.
Bless you, my brother.
Nice one, Rodney. So, yeah, I have another caller, and this is where you can say it to me. It's so kind of funny that even the Buhari idiots, the cyberbarians, they never pick up the phone to call in. I mean, I want to see somebody who can call in and just talk to us. And all of us here will just be like, wow, are you sure this one is a cyberbarian, Maiyegun? This guy is good. They don't pick up the phone. They just call, you bastard in the comments. Why don't you call me? Call me. Talk to me face to face. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Busa. You done well, man.
Thank you.
You done very well. I do appreciate you. Thanks, yeah, I'm going to go straight to the point. Yeah, you done very well, and your analysis is fantastic. The way I'm looking at the whole situation now is that you see this issue of Igbo, they want to intimidate you. Yeah, it's intimidation. A typical Yoruba standing. We all know that. But you know what? Let's say you are on the ground. That's when that intimidation can work. They done it to Kanu. You know, they lock him up. Igbo, they done it to him as well. If they can come and take
you won't believe it, eh? They actually have a plan. They have a plan in place, and that plan will make it look like they are pushing a legal battle. They told me that they don't believe the legal way will work anymore. Right? Now they want to keep him there so that he is safer in prison. How could anybody even say that? That Igbo is safer in prison?
Maiyegun, the one you didn't even say, we've understood it from your analysis. you get the gist. Because the dirty thing they do in the Nigeria, they're spreading it all over the place. And you said it all. You see, they're just trying to make it, peg it on the right-hand side, peg it on the left-hand side. Oh, it's looking good. No. The whole idea is they want to hold him there until the election is over.
I mean,
if you watch one of
the... that, yeah? We all suspect that. I'm saying those who are fighting for him, those who claim to be fighting for him, they are telling me that he is safe in prison. That because if he comes out, they may kill him, this and that. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Thank you, Maiyegun. They're mad. You know why? Look, this is a guy that is going to Germany. He's not going to hang around, is he?
Of course it's not.
Hello? He's going to Germany. So why are they not good? Why can't they send him to the airport so he bought the plane so he can go free?
Look, anybody shall behave himself. Before I start mentioning him on my program, I'm not good. I don't like that, but I may have to do that if they are persistent.
Absolutely. Anyway, that's one point. Number two, where I'm going, because the one, you did this, you did a sermon in the afternoon. We're coming there, but I will just give you a summary. Yeah, from all you said in the afternoon, and now I'm just seizing this opportunity to talk to the people, to your listeners. That explains clearly why Oduduwa and Biafra needs to come together. Without that, we aren't getting anywhere.
I said because, a lot.
Yes, you said it a lot. You said a lot. Reason being that, look, they've always used divide and conquer, to separate us. Yeah. But now, you now see it in Europe. It's happening to our very face. And you can see, look, these are the people. I'll give you one scenario.
Tell me.
Money has been coming into this system, by foreigners, including the Russians. They've been stealing their people's money, putting it here. What happened to all the laundering, illegal money laundering? All the laws. What's happening? But they still brought that money in. How did that happen? Now, when they want to get rid of Russia, they're now looking for the pawn to use. And if you can say that stupid guy, what you call Yelinsky, whatever he called himself, if the guy was smart, the best thing to do is to make sure that, okay, he's eating from Europe, he's eating from Russia. He maintains neutrality. That's his best option. But why? Because they gave him so much promises. You understand? Now, when the King Kong stood up now, everybody's on their heels. And that's exactly what is happening to us. You see? Now, the guy, they said the ball rolling. The guy said, okay, Europe, come and fight. Oh, sorry. You're on your own.
Weapons. Don't worry. We are sending money as well. Don't worry. Just tell your people that they should be able to shoot. Okay? We are sending weapons. We are sending a lot. Don't worry, when Russia comes. And indeed, Russia has been having so many casualties, by the way. That's a story for another time, right? But I'll let you round up before I take another call, by the way. Please.
Okay, fine. Okay, so what happened now is, look, they brought all this money in. Now, they're now sanctioning Russia. They said, all those thieves that came from Russia that invested, we're going to freeze their assets. But if they are very, very sincere in their dealings with nations and with people that they understand people, they are fighting for democracy. What happens to all the money brought by Nigerian politicians? Why are they not freezing all those ones so that our audience can see that, look.
We haven't fought to that point whereby our Nigeria politicians are running away. Then you can easily chase them and tell them to freeze them. Now then the Western world always want to come. They will say, oh boy, everything don't pafuka. Now let us parley with all these new guys, and then we'll help them chase all those criminals we have been giving red carpet to for the past 10 years. Now let's chase them. I think that will be the end result. Not like this one in Ukraine anyway.
Well, the question is what I'm just saying is that I don't think it will not happen. Why? Because they're playing the good. They're playing the savior now. Yeah, the savior in Europe. You know what? People in Ukraine, they will not let them into Europe. That's what this Zelensky doesn't know. Ukraine is a poor country, a country of 44 million. If they put them in Europe, they're all going to migrate. They don't want that. So all these things they're doing is
Germany voted, France voted against it. I remember. It was Germany and one country like that. They won't let them in.
Of course. Even Britain itself, why did Britain opt out of Europe? Because they don't want people to invade their country. Absolutely. But the thing I like here, I'm not saying I'm a fan of Putin, but the most important thing we can see here is that he is showing love for his country, unless there's other hidden agenda that we don't know. But how many people?
But, we won't go into that. We are about to uncover that. I've been told that Ukraine is actually not the target. You see all those things, is to draw out the real targets so that they can go into.
I know. We can't say everything here. I know the analysis, but the question I'm trying to come here.
It will sound like a speculation. It will make sense to many people. Just the same way we are hearing a lot here. But eventually, the real target that Russia is targeting to pull out. You don't just say China. They are scheduled a military drill in the China Sea now. Have you heard that? And they are going after Taiwan. So now, so it will be. They are drawing out the real target. Make I take another cup, bro. Let me take another. Thank you so much. It is going to be a long night for so many of us all over the world. If we have to rely on Electoral.
Hello,
my caller. Hello, ma.
Number one, thank you for the Shisondole. After the show and we start in the morning, Lawyer Fashola came out on one show and started talking. Me and my sister just look at him like, get out. He said we gave Sunday Igboho, we left Sunday Igboho in the prison because we don't want them to kill him. Because they've never seen this kind of
that in public, ma. Somebody already said that in public.
Yeah, that was it on Heritage TV.
Oh, I see. Continue.
Came on the Valola. He said they've never seen this kind of something before in Cotonou. Cotonou was afraid of what kind that this man is a big league. He just gave a rubbish. We can't see anything from what he's talking for 1 hour. And he said everybody needs to continue. That it's good that they are taking them to ECOWAS. That they need more lawyers. Just go and watch it. I think about 5 days ago. Or something like that, or about 5 or 6 days ago, Lawyer Falola, I said, look at this man. You are going on somebody's show to go and be talking. What happened to you holding a press conference and let us know what is going on?
Calling TV stations in Benin Republic, calling radio stations, talking to them, and you know.
He went on NDLEA, where only 20 of 50 people are watching him and said, actually, it was this. It wasn't because they want to take Sunday Igboho. It was because he lied again. He said the Republic wasn't even aware of it at all. That it was because of the attention that was. God, Maiyegun go and watch it. I think 5 or 6 days ago.
He said
it was the attention that was called at the Cotonou airport. That was shaking the Cotonou airport. That they knew. That what kind of it? And they told them that there's a plane ready to. It makes no sense. And the way he was talking, you could know it's lying. America said that if somebody is talking to you and not looking at you straight, know that person is lying.
They are lying.
Then, Maiyegun, you see my own take on the Russia. If we are not careful, all of us will be in big trouble. Let me tell you my own take.
Tell me.
You see Russia. As much as America don't want to pull power now, because if America try, Russia will bomb anything bombable in every small country.
That's right.
Then it will be problem for America. You see what Russia wants to do? That is why if you notice that Russia wants to go and talk to China, Iran, and one other powerful, North Korea. They want to dominate everybody. If Russia get away with it, China is ready for Taiwan. You know that.
I know.
North Korea is ready for South Korea. All those Hong Kong, let me tell you, freedom will be taken away. Iran is ready for another small Kuwait or something all over Middle East. If care is not taken. And Nigeria, we are in deep shit. Because China is now dominating the Africa. And China, they can only dominate, they don't know how to spend. If China give you $100, they will take millions from you. That is the difference between them and America. I will tell you nothing but the truth. You see, if we are not careful, we will be in trouble. If they let Russia get away, you see all this China, Iran, and on all those countries that they try to take. You know, Taiwan was pulled from China, and China didn't like it at all.
And they said that they said that arrangement was meant to be for 200 years or something like that. And in another 18 years, that agreement that gave Hong Kong their space now, the agreement that gave Taiwan their own independence and denuclearization and everything like that, they said it's going to end in 18 years. Now, China, with what is going on in Russia, eventually probably there will be third world war, man. I mean, scary.
That is what I'm telling you. When we say we want to get out of Nigeria, why are we praising Russia? It's nobody. Everybody should be able to live on their own. I don't think you get what I'm talking about.
I'm with you.
That is why it's not like China like Russia. Russia really calculates. I'm telling you, you know what get us in this shit. People might not like it. Trump get us in this shit. Trump party with Putin. When Trump lost, they chose Trump to give intelligence agency whatever they have that is going on in the world. Gave it to the next president. Trump refused. When Trump was walking out of that White House, he flushed everything that concerned Putin. Why? Let me tell you, even if you don't like NATO, don't withdraw money from NATO. I'm telling you nothing but the truth. A lot of what we had now, not only did he withdraw money from NATO, he withdrew most of the American in Europe that is bordered by the army, that is bordered by this Russia or Ukraine. We are all seeing this from what we think somebody is giant. You don't see somebody is giant when somebody is blocking other people from having a progress because like somebody else help you to win the election. That's not being giant. That's like being bullish. That is not being giant when Trump ruled us. Trump ruled us because he's the only one that knows what he did with Putin. And Putin is crazy. Look at what happened now. He wants to have power because Obama might not be good, but Obama was able to pin Iran back down with whatever to be able to monitor him. What did Trump did? Trump canceled the arrangement. And Iran said, fuck you, America. I will continue building this thing. And Iran wants to be dominated because Saddam Hussein and whatever the leader of Iraq was killed. If we are not careful, let me tell you, the whole world will be ruled by these people I'm telling you about. If they are able to get away and get all those countries back, Maiyegun, I hope we can laugh again if we continue encouraging.
We are all monitoring and following things. Thank you, man.
I don't know if you understand from where I'm coming from.
I get where you're coming from. I want to talk about what is going on back home, not really about Russia, but I enjoyed that conversation, man. Okay, let me. I get your analysis, by the way, just so you know, I did.
Anyhow, why are we praising him? You don't have the freedom of saying freedom of movement in Russia. When the COVID started, Putin just tell everybody, just be dumping them like a goat or maybe cow in somewhere. If they die, they die. If they survive, they survive. Let me tell you, we have to be careful. Nigeria, we have to leave Nigeria. If we don't leave Nigeria, do you hear what one of the former contestants for presidency in the north said about Southeast? He said it's about time for them to deal with Southeast the way Russia is dealing with Ukraine. What does that tell you? They want to take over Southeast.
It's pretty much the effort they have been pulling there for the past 6 years, of course.
That is it. That is what you know. The guy I'm talking about, this guy that has something like black
something. Yeah, I know the guy. I've read something like that too. Yeah.
Only started in in Ukraine. Oh no, my coach started just like the Russia are coaching the Ukraine. Maiyegun, we need to find a way to get out of Nigeria. If Nigeria, I know if Yoruba go today, Yoruba go today, we will be a very strong back power. Nothing but the truth.
Thank you.
But I want you to go and watch that stupid lawyer. That is what he said.
I mean, that one you mentioned about that lawyer, I didn't know they've already said it in the public. Oh, me, I thought it's something. So that means it's what they are saying behind the scene, that the lawyer finally told everybody that it is safer for Igbo to remain in prison. Now, when I heard that today, I just blown into, I just flew into a rage.
If we release, that day that they came to, that the whole Kutonu was shaking. The Kutonu, where they are afraid that if they didn't take him to another prison to save his life, people, I said, look at this respect, man.
It's now everybody get the picture now.
Definitely watch the show there. You will know what I'm talking about. For 1 hour, nothing business. Okay.
I know.
Okay.
Thank you so much for that. For that contribution. That's a good one, by the way. I never knew somebody already said that in public, but well, good to hear. Now you all know what I'm talking about. Hello. Hello. Good evening, ma. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Amazing. So you're live, ma. Your name?
Oh, let's leave that.
Okay. I'll call you Ma. So go on, Ma.
I want more son. The lawyers or whatever, because if you notice the first day, see, that it went so long. The man came out the second day and he put that statement out there. Go and listen to that tape. He said, for his own benefit, when we agreed that they put him in prison and then we go back. All these lawyers from day one, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kí ọ̀tá wa kó máa fi ojú hàn bí ọ̀rẹ́. Láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀, I told somebody, pé pàtí mo kọ́kọ́ ń gbọ́ pé lágbájá kan àwọn kan mú ọ̀tá ló ń fojú hàn fún bí ọ̀rẹ́ láàrin gbogbo tó wà nílẹ̀. Only because these are the people tó ṣe yí pé wọn like olóyè. Àwọn náà ló tún sọ yí pé ẹ jẹ́ ká gba lọ́ọ̀yà fún lóyè. How is that going to work?
Ó ń ṣe mí, ó ń gbà mí.
Ó ń gbà mí. Ọ̀pọ̀ kí ni kájú lọ́wọ́ ẹni tó ń ṣe ni tó tún gbà ní. So you can go and watch the video. And then you will see, right from day one, Mikini ti wọ́, ló dẹ̀ ti ń rùn. And these people, they have their own evil agenda. Akàn pariwo Buhari ni gbogbo wọn ti pàdé àpòpọ̀ láti day one. Kọ́lọ́yè tó débẹ̀ gan.
Ẹ wò mà, tí bá ní kí n sọ nǹkan tí mo mọ̀, a máa deviate kúrò lórí nǹkan tá à ń ṣe ni. We'll just turn to something else in this program. That's why I don't want to talk about a lot of things. Honestly speaking.
Because kọ́lọ́yè tó kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀, kọ́lọ́yè tó kúrò Nàìjíríà gangan ni ọ̀tẹ̀ yẹn ti wà lẹ̀.
That is true.
So, àwọn èèyàn wa ló ń sọ pé ó ṣe mí. Because you just need to listen to nǹkan tẹ́lòmíì máa sọ. You can pick the truth from their statement.
Exactly. I know how to deal with people like that. And that's why I'm like, no. Nobody should actually sit somewhere in their house or anywhere in the world and feel like, let me call that Maiyegun. He needs to stop what he's doing because we already have it figured out. Beba she dagba to ni mo she ma wo yin. Ko be lo àwọn èèyàn tó ti try rí ni o. That's why I'm saying stop publicly pé I haven't mentioned name o. Don't call my phone o. Don't advise me if your advice is about Atinse lo.
Àwọn ọ̀tá alẹ́ tó dé lọ. Àwọn enemy in disguise. I used to call them enemy friends.
Our frenemy.
So, Ogbogun lè pọ̀ jù today.
So they want to be seen as. For the past 7 months, ma. What is so dummy? Every day we wake up just to see be amate gbon kankan. Every time tabari video lawyer ba ya ma be mo ni pé eja gbon kan tó fẹ́ sọ. A de sọ̀rọ̀ kò ní sọ̀rọ̀ tó ní lárí kò ní sọ anything. A tún lọ ma dúró dijo.
Oni ni ọ̀rẹ́ oni lórí kò ní ní.
For 7 months.
Oni lórí kò ní ní.
How did they do that, man? For 7 months. We're waiting.
Because nítorí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ni pé èèyàn ní láti wo deeper kó tó understand nǹkan tó ń go on ni. But because some of us we are so eager, and because these people they come out as like like a savior, even though they are the enemy within, they come to us as a savior, and a lot of people accepted them because we think they are doing us a favor, and they are on our side. From day one, they've never been on our side.
No.
They've never been on our side. And now that something is coming up, and you can tell before the day one of those idiots visited Igboho in prison, the tape finally came out.
And
the way he addressed
him. They recorded him. They come out and play that. And you know what happens, ma? If Taba Sokoto shall see Igboho after I'm a wambi for the rest of the night. But continue.
So how can you, because that is even a serious clue where these people, they are just playing the card of they are playing upon our intelligence. And one thing I hate most is for people to play, or for anybody to play upon my intelligence. I was checking from you. I'm so smart for that. These people are simply playing upon our intelligence. And the moment they realize that someone is actually coming out to say, hey, put a break on it, we are not fools, they will start playing the hanky-panky. Ọlọ́run wà lẹ́yìn Maiyegun, man. The Lord is on your side. Ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá dojú kọ ẹ́, ó máa ṣègbé ni. Ayé wà lẹ́yìn ẹ o. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ wà lẹ́yìn ẹ. So ìyẹn kan Ọlọ́run púpọ̀. You see this Russia and Ukraine.
Yes, ma'am.
Ẹ̀rù tó kàn bá mi. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi bẹ̀ bọ̀dà láì. Kó má lọ sọ wípé Nàìjíríà ń lọ bá wọn jà. Orí àmọ́ bọ̀dà láyé o. Tó bá ti mú tape mú kíní tó bá sórí Twitter nísìn. Ó lè ní if you touch one Nigeria, we will come for you. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi torí
àránṣẹ́ o.
Àbẹ̀ o kó jọ kó ṣàrà jókòó bó ṣe rà jókòó yẹ kó jókòó bó yóò ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yẹ kó má sọ̀rọ̀ torí ìyẹn lásán ó dẹ́rù bà ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn pé
Russia má lọ wò pé ẹja test alpha tí kíní rocket lè go. How many kilometers from Russia to Nigeria? No, bóyá bí 4,000 kìnnìkan kilometer, bí 7,000. We have a range. We have one missile that is of that range. Test it if it go reach Abuja.
Because this man threatened the Israelites. But Israel, but Nnamdi Kanu slept within 24 hours. Nigeria will come for them. So this is one of my concerns. Let this man not open his mouth and say that Nigeria will come for anybody. We are not coming.
We are not coming at all. Everybody is trying to get at all.
That man is on his own. No, so back from that, he's on his own.
I get family.
We start speaking on our behalf.
No.
And people should, jokes apart, Nigerians should watch out, especially the eastern and the southwest. We should begin to watch out. Because if you listen to the analysis of how Putin managed to work his way into Ukraine,
from KGB days.
Yes, it's the same thing they are saying in Nigeria. According to the analysis that I listened to, these people want to near our insider, our terrorists, tí wọ́n ti tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ nínú military Ukraine. So it's easy for Russia to start capturing and doing all sorts. Because within the military Ukraine, they have the militants that has been released that are working with the enemy within.
As well.
The same thing, just like the Boko Harams that are being released. And for God, in the name of the Lord, we will not experience Boko Haram because you can see the same pattern. The same pattern. After the analysis, you can see the same pattern. All these militants, they are being stationed here and there in all these bushes.
as well.
There is something big cooking from other part of the world. There is something cooking from another part of the world. I was like, is it the Niger? Is it Niger that will come for us? Is it the Iranians? Is it the... So I was like, we need to be mindful and watch out.
And get ourselves ready. Thank you so much.
Now we are at a critical junction.
Thank you so much.
God is our strength.
Yes.
No weapon formed against you shall prosper.
Amen to that, ma. Thank you. Let me take one more call just before we call it a night, ma. Okay. Thank you so much, and keep keep following, and then keep monitoring. So thank you for this. So let me take another call. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun. Good evening.
Hello, brother. How are you?
I'm okay, Maiyegun. And you? How's family?
I am very well. Thanks so much for asking. So you're live, brother.
Maiyegun, first of all, Ọlọ́run àtàgbàrà dọ̀tun ojú òní tí ẹ̀ Maiyegun.
Àmín, àmín. Àwọn ọmọ ọjọ́ ni
òye tọ́lọ́run tó fi ń ṣe gbogbo nǹkan kò ní Ọlọ́run nígbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
Àmín bàbá.
The wisdom, the knowledge, wey we dey use do all these things, case of broken, case of pidgin, God no go comot am. By God's grace, you will be successful.
Amen. Thank you.
Baba, don't be surprised now when you see people calling you and saying jack shit. Don't be surprised. See, didn't I used to talk about liberation. See, no be people where they liberate person, and they make person successful. Go and check this of people who liberate the country. They eventually betray their people. History. Our Nigerians, we lack history. Maybe because they took that history from us. Maybe because we are not used to history. We lack her. Now, this although Sunday has been there for so long, people are coming together to come in through legal aid. And some people have a problem with that. Baba, we get job do.
I mean, they are now, you know what they are doing that actually got me upset, They're now telling me that from what they know, I need to care for my name. And I was like, what has my name got to do with the fact that diasporans put money together and they said we should get a legal team for Igbo? I'm not actually taking over anything you guys are doing. Igbo's consent was sought and he agreed. What does that have to do with my name? Do you guys want to go to town and tarnish my name or build something, make up lies? Why are you concerned about my name?
Maiyegun, that's the problem with the battling with for so long. You shouldn't be surprised now. You know how we behave. This Nigerian attitude is, this Yoruba attitude is that fine. You know how we act. Abosini gbogbo no na babambe. I mean, or anybody you show, Baba, it's high time we start saying the truth to each other.
Gone.
We get job to do. We've got a lot to do, even within our Yoruba nation. We have a job to do. Actually, I don't want to talk about Yoruba nation. I want to talk about our mentality as people, as black people. We are affected though. I can't believe a lot of people are joyful about what Putin is doing. Why are you supporting? You are asking for a democratic government yourself as a Yoruba nation or Biafra, and you are supporting the tyrant. You are joyful about the tyrant. Does it make sense?
It doesn't.
Actually, I don't want to talk about Ukraine and you don't call me. Don't call me go only Yoruba nation, That's the one that I want to talk. That's the one that
because
that
the case is so similar, isn't it? Donetsk
very
and Donbass. What's that second place in Ukraine? They want to be on their own. There are so many things and so many ways people have been trying to defend this up and down, but they are not mentioning that some part of Ukraine wanted to be on their own. So if you sit down there in your Okokomaiko flat and you are saying, that doesn't matter, you know what I mean now? Well, again.
Yeah, I get it. Maiyegun, everybody, I told them, I said, this Putin or whatever, don't talk about it. Talk about it. But just make a reflection of what is happening there and relate it to what is happening to us as Africa. Learn from it as Africans. Africa, wake up. Nigeria, wake up. Yoruba nation, wake up. Biafra, wake up. This is the land. Make an attract to the land. This is the reflection of what is going on in our own yard. Let us wake up. Let us wake up.
Nobody's coming to fight for us. That's the point.
Nobody's going to. I'm telling you. Nobody's coming for us. Forget it. UN, no UN is coming for us. Forget it. No UN. No. I don't want to talk about all these things. Look at the UN Security Council meeting that happened yesterday.
So you said monitor them. Russia, the UN Security Council, and you want to talk about Russia? Russia is not the determinant. How it going to happen? Nothing happen now.
Exactly. So what are you talking about? Now you're taking your case to UN. Please, nobody is coming for you.
Nobody is coming for us to save us.
Nobody's coming for us. No. Let us stand up and be organized, like you used to say. Let us be organized. Simple as that. There's something like someone wants to take a glory. Forget glory for now. Let us liberate ourselves. Let us liberate our minds.
I just believe that all our arsenals, right? People they try to demonize. They demonize Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu has done nothing wrong. All those killings in Eastern Nigeria that we're monitoring today, they are politically sponsored. And if you pay attention very well,
exactly.
Until Nnamdi Kanu got kidnapped, there was never anything like unknown gunmen in Eastern Nigeria. Remember that?
Never.
So politicians did all of that.
Like that.
So if Nnamdi Kanu is free, is the resources. If Nnamdi Kanu, look at what they did to Oloye Sunday Igboho as well. If Oloye Sunday Igboho is out there, is the resource that will help galvanize whatever we want to do, but they send them away to deplete us.
Imagine, please, let us please. We are the only one that can do it for ourselves. Nobody is coming for us.
Nobody.
Yoruba nation. Yoruba. Let's do the right thing. Ole Sunday Igboho has been there for so long. He has been there for so long. Litigation, cooking for you. If you can file cases from one place to another.
There's not even any multi cases, Jared. You know what happened is that we are putting a team that is going to take over the case completely. Okay.
Good.
So those who are already doing it, that's why I said that what we want them to know is that they have been doing it, Abi. Probably they can share with us all they have so far because we are going to do more. And if they are for Igboho, that shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't by any means.
Exactly. That is my own take. I just want us to educate ourselves more. We need it. Honestly, Maiyegun. In fact, you are doing a very, very great job.
Thank you.
Baba, you try you.
You know, easy.
No, you
get
try.
there.
Honestly, if you have like multiple of you, at least people will get more educated. People's mind. We need to liberate our mind.
Right.
We need to liberate our mind.
Thank you so much.
Baba, thank you, man. God bless you.
You have a good one, okay? My time is up, and today is going to be my last caller. Sorry to all my callers in the background, okay? This is not your usual night that we always have kind of longer conversations, so to say. So thank you. Now, I don't know how to multitask here, but probably I'm going to have what do you call it? A midday broadcast tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, yeah? I can share all the details of our contribution to you. But with our 3,200 pounds on PayPal, if you add that to this 22,500, that should be 25,700. That is now more than 50% of our fundraiser. So I am urging all of you who are still interested in making this happen, you need to chip it in, okay? We need to improve that number. The link is in the comment, it's working. And then by Monday, this coming Monday, I'm going to tell you this, right? By Monday, I would have been in possession of more than 18,000 pounds of our fundraiser. In fact, more than 18,000. You can say I'm going to be in possession of close to 20,000 pounds of our donation. The one you are seeing on your screen right now, I'm going to take up to 18,000 of that by Monday. Okay, it will be with me. Then plus the 3,000 I've got, that's going to be like over 20,000. So by Monday, I'll be able to tell you what do we have as cash at hand. Yeah, and by Friday, we are going to hear from the team, the chamber we are talking to on the issue of Oloye Sunday Igboho. It is not just legal. Okay, make anybody no try boo us like we don't know what we are talking about. We all know about litigation. Even if you don't know about litigation, if you spend 1 hour online, you will learn a lot about litigation anywhere in the world. You will learn a lot, and you probably will think you are a lawyer too. Okay. So we know that the issue of Oloye Sunday Igboho is beyond courts. No, it's not beyond courts, but we know that the stumbling block to Igboho's case is more than that of the courtroom. We are ready to go all way, and I'm not going to tell you everything, right? But we are ready to go all agog on this case. We are ready to we are ready to pull everything we can pull on this case, both in Nigeria and in Benin Republic. But I am not promising you anything. What happened is that when we find the fighters, when they are ready to fight, we are ready to fuel the vehicle that will take them to wherever destination they will take us to. And where is that destination? We want to go out as soon as possible. We don't give a damn about any deal they are going to make. We don't give a damn about how they are going to respond, but we want him out as soon as possible. And then what we're going to do with him when he's out, that is our business. All right? Which I'm also not going to share with you. But one thing is this: we have done so well that indeed we can take our battle to Benin Republic. Yes, we will take it to Benin Republic. And indeed, we will have the Benin Republic. Formidable Igboho. Now, like I said, I'm not promising you anything. Don't go to bed and say, we have raised money for Maiyegun. He said the Igboho is going to be released in 2 weeks. Don't go about and spread nonsense. If whatever you don't hear from me, don't help them spread it. I'm not going to be responsible, for your, for your nightmares when it comes to all of this, okay? The point is this: we want to do it right. We want to track our progress. We want to use everything that is legally right in the book, okay, to get Igboho out of that place. There are other things that are going to be factored in, which is also beyond legal. Again, ours is that when I am going to start acting, before any penny is paid out and what have you, which means that I may not even come here to start talking a lot about the money and money and money. But I have my way of telling you what we are doing and how much we are paying out. You get that? So for now, everything is fluid, and within a week, we have raised almost 26,000 pounds. And 26,000 pounds is pretty much like saying we have raised almost 20 million naira. So 20 million naira is not a joke. It's not a small money. It's going to go a long way. But again, it is our own budget. How far it's going to take us, we don't know. And please, I am trying to advise you, okay? If you are following this, if you want to save yourself the stress, all right? Number one, no penny of this money belongs to Maiyegun. Every penny of this contribution belongs to Igboho, and then is legal aid. But there are other things that will go into it, which will require the approval of Igboho himself. And if you don't believe me, you might need to phone him and talk to him. Okay? But I don't owe you any explanation other than the one I've given to my donor. The reason why we're not going to say a lot on this Igboho issue, in fact, it's going to become something that you'll be hearing once in a while whenever this legal team start their work. So like I said, it's a whole package. We don't want any kind of, influx of different info and all that. You see those people that are fighting on who should speak on behalf of Igboho, or should not speak on behalf of Igboho. That madness is going to stop after this Friday. I'm saying this to you, all of you who actually are fighting yourself. Who is Igboho's lawyer? Who has the right to speak for him? Who has no right to speak for him? I'm sending this message to you to let you know that from Friday, once we cross that line, you should respect yourselves, okay? For your own good, respect yourselves, because the people that will have the authority to speak on behalf of Igboho, they are going to be the people that Igboho will commission with a signed agreement. That signed agreement will give his legal team all the rights to speak for him, to speak to anybody on his behalf, to demand or look for documents on his behalf, and file any case on his behalf. So I'm saying this to you to respect yourselves. So if you have a chance of speaking to Igboho by any chance, I'm saying it to you, all of you, because I remember the scenario where people were fighting themselves. Nobody should talk. We are the one who have the right. Anybody who say anything on behalf of Igboho is speaking on his, is saying his own. You remember all those drama? We will not tolerate it. Okay? And I'm saying this to you because a lot of you are watching this program. A lot of you are watching this program right now. I haven't mentioned names. You know yourselves. You will respect yourselves. from this Friday. You are going to respect the decision of Igbo, and then you are never going to be a saboteur to what we are about to do. You'll be a friend. And then wherever you feel like you are not going to be part of it, you are going to cooperate with us in adding all the, giving or handing over all of the information related to Igbo's case. If you don't do that, don't try to be a saboteur. I'm saying this because I really mean it. I'm saying it because, and I'm smiling saying it. I have those I know are receiving this message. It is for your own good. These lawyers are going to be those who are going to be speaking for Igbo. These legal team are going to be the ones to be booking press conferences both in Nigeria and in Benin Republic. These legal team are going to be the ones to represent Igbo's legal interest from then on. If anything changes before then, if Igbo says no at some point, ladies and gentlemen, I am not La Aroye. I am not La Aroye. Abelekun sekun. Keru dem abelekun. I am not that La Aroye. The one that cried on behalf of the bereaved, and the bereaved became scared. I am the one who is hot. I'm the one who they locked up. How come now they cry this much? Again, nothing is stamped on the stone. I have no interest in this other than to help secure the release of Oloye Sunday Igboho legally. If you have other means, please go with it. We want to be very clear. We are not in any collision cause with any collision mission with anybody. Respect yourselves, respect us, and respect the man, Igboho. And like I said, nothing is promised other than we want to do it right. We want to be able to track it. We want to be able to see our progress. And if they don't respect themselves, then we're going to go dirty. And when I say dirty, oh dear, yeah, it's not going to be fine. All right? Like I said, if Igboho says, Maiyegun, like the last time, you remember? I said, if Igboho says, it's okay, make una no too cry for me. I don't get lawyer. Keep una money. I'll come back here and say, yes, people, will not to cry. Mo will just go to pray for Igboho and his lawyers. So I went to him. He approved this. And since I've been speaking to him, he has been very grateful. Very, very grateful. Happy that you could do this for him. So please, respect yourself. If you have any contrary view to this, don't go and disgrace yourself on social media. Disgrace yourself here and there. Some of us don't keep prisoners. So we know they keep prisoners. So the moment I mention your name on this platform, yeah, I don't know where that is going to end. Please respect yourselves. You may call yourself lawyers. All of us for here, we get lawyers with the respect to. If you disrespect yourself, even your trashy constitution in Nigeria, we do no jack shit. Trust me. You can brag about it, but some of us know how to deal with you, your likes and the rest, okay? When I say deal, I mean, number one, you have no law to fight with, okay? And if you are going to use that sin to come after us in any way, just be very, very sure that you have an idea of who we are. We may smile, we may laugh, and the rest of that. Please don't cross our path on this. And like I said, please let's continue to mount our donation, and then when we begin to dispense them, you are possibly going to be more than proud of what we have achieved. 20 million naira in 7 days. Come on. If person say, we are just like the lizard, a lizard that jumped from the from a Iroko tree. When it landed on his belly. Pa! It looked left, it looked right, and he said, well, if nobody praises me, I'll praise myself. I fell from that height. That's what we did as Yorubas, as friends of Yoruba, as friends of justice, friends of liberty, those who will never support inequality and unfairness. They came together in 7 days and they raised 20 million naira on Maiyegun's diary Politico. Don't forget that. We did it, and I'm proud of us. If nobody is proud of us, we should be proud of ourselves. So Yemi Totu, thank you for your super chat. Thanks for that. I would have missed that. I got another one from another very wonderful person, and I think that is sorry if I could get the name quickly. 1 sec. Sorry, bro, I can't get the name. There's so much comment that has jumped on it, but whatever it is there, I'm saying thank you to you, Elegua Ogun. Thank you very much for your super sticker as well, okay? Guys, remember, like the video if you enjoyed it, okay? Don't worry, like the video and then share it too. Lastly, before we go, if you are currently in Ukraine and you're watching this video, remember, you can use this contact on this, where is that? It is about this information is for you, for those who know these places in Ukraine. You can find your way to the border. That's what they mean, okay? And you will get help right there. So I thought I should add that. And for those who don't know that, yes, Nigeria is currently the poverty capital of the world. This World War III that people are talking about, Iran, Russia, this one get nuclear head, that one get nuclear head. Where is Nigeria nuclear head? When they were warning earlier that we should make sure that Laya Muhammad does not miss Jan, so that Russia go vex. Some of you haven't seen this, have you? Because yes, some said not bold that they drill. Others said that rocket science done by some engineering students in a school in Nigeria. Whatever it is, yeah. Some said that if Russia shoots any rocket to Nigeria, this one go counter them. And they said they get like 10 of it in Benue. Sorry, Benue people. That's the name that came to my mind because I said this was designed and developed somewhere in Benue. It's not for borehole, or not for what do they call it? Yeah, borehole. Whatever it is, just stay safe wherever you are. Thank you very much. What we have now is that I got 20 pounds. That's what I got. 50 pounds donation on this call tonight. I am still going to pretty much tell you. The link is in the comment, okay? You can use it anytime. And then let's keep the contribution going, okay? Or coming, rather. Keep it coming. We still have a target of 50 grand. We are currently somewhere around 25,700, let's say 26,000 pounds. So yeah, thank you so much. And before you go, remember as well, like the video, share it if you haven't, and I'm going to see you some other time. So good night to all of you.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀
Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọn ò gbẹ́bẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lé ibóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi